Now you can hear me. Hello everyone, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. I'm Eve with the Baby's Booty. And we are sublimating again this week. And the reason we are sublimating again this week is because last week that was totally embarrassing. So if you did not see that fail project, be sure to go back and watch last Saturday so that you can see what not to do when doing sublimation. So we are going to give our tumbler, skinny tumbler, a whole nother try. I made some tweaks here and there, but we got it this time. We're also going to do baby things. Conde Systems was really nice and they sent us some really cute stuff to sublimate. So we got a baby bib. Woo, isn't that cute? Oh my gosh. And then we have a coordinating burp cloth. All right. We have a onesie to do. Super cute, and the designs that are going on these are going to be totally adorable. And we have a blanket, so I'm going to pull all of that out. We're sublimating quite a bit tonight. And then in addition to that, last week we sublimated some jewelry. As I showed you, the little shell ornaments or pendants for a necklace or whatever you want to use them for. Well, I ordered more because I showed you the little octopus with my daughter's artwork on it, and that heifer took it from me. So I don't have the octopus anymore. So I ordered myself a whole lot of another pendant so that I can sublimate my own. All right, so I have that one, and I got two other shapes to go on another pendant, another two pendants, because when she saw the coasters and the pendants that I did with her artwork on it, she absolutely loved it because, as I said, she took it from me. But she also drew another picture for me and for you guys to see. So I'm super excited to share that with you as well. She did a beautiful job. This one is a turtle. So I'm excited to show that to you all. So first and foremost, thank you for joining us this evening on our channel. Our channel is made up of totally awesome folks that come in and join us live every week, every Sunday evening. And the first thing I'm going to do is say hello and greet everyone that has come in. So if you're watching this for the first time, about the first 30 minutes, we like to say hello, chat, make sure everybody's doing okay. So if you're new here, you can go ahead and drop in the chat and say that you're new. I'll greet you as well. And we want to spend time to do that because I would not have this channel were it not for you guys. So I do like to acknowledge our viewers and say thank you. Now, if we get too much bigger, y'all, I'm gonna have to cut that part out of the thing and maybe just say hey to the members or something. But I took a look today, you guys, we are knocking on 25,000 subscribers, y'all. This is crazy. We just hit 20. And we haven't even done the 20,000 celebration yet. So now I'm going to have to change it to a 25K celebration. Look at what y'all doing to me. You're stressing me. Look, I'm turning gray. Can you see my gray? So we're going to have some fun tonight. I'm looking forward to it. But first and foremost, as I mentioned, we're going to go ahead and say hi to the folks that are in here this evening. I see Ms. Robin Bryant was first and foremost in here this evening. Hey, dear. How are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Oh, and also don't forget, let me know if you have a new baby. All right. Those of you who are familiar with this channel, you know we have our bell. So if you get a new machine, whether it be embroidery machine, sublimation equipment, let me know so that we can ring the bell for you and welcome your new equipment to the obsession, the world of customizing obsession. All right. So we want to say congratulations to you. So if you got something new, don't forget, put it in the chat. All right. So we also have Miss Iris Robinson. Hello, how are you tonight? And Tanyu, hello Tanyu. Thank you for being a online YouTube hoop group member. I definitely appreciate that. Vicky Sanders says howdy everyone. Hello to you. Kendra Jazz Tees, hey, how are you? Welcome. She says, is everybody well? I'm doing well. How are you guys this evening? Rose Lodeholt from Delaware, you're new. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Maxine Seeley, hey Miss Seeley, how are you? Pamela Banks, hello, how are you? Lori Campbell, hello Miss Lori Campbell, how are you doing this evening? Thank you for joining us. Shonda Smalls, hello. Shonda Smalls Willis, I need to keep making sure I add that on there. Hey Shonda, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We appreciate that. Thank you very much. Andrea Baxter, hello. How are you? Miss Ethel Smith. Hey Miss Ethel Smith, it's always a pleasure. Thank you for joining us. Inspiration Creation says this is Lori saying hi from Canada. Well, hey Lori, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us from all the way up there, coming on down here to North Carolina. Thank you for joining us this evening. Welcome, welcome. Felicia Storm, hello from Birmingham. We appreciate you joining us, and thank you as well for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Tanyu, hey, Tanyu says hey to Scooby-Doo. Hey Scooby-Doo, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. And Salty Gravy, hey Salty Gravy, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Rusty's Girls Creative Designs, well hello, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Teresa Gorman, Eartha Lewis, well hello Teresa Gorman and Miss Eartha Lewis from Port Allen, Louisiana, welcome. American Eagle Embroidery and Graphics, Miss Kid, hello, welcome. And our package is on the way. I do need to let you know that I got a message 2 days ago, so this week we should have our package. And thank you as well for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Anita Peoples, hello, how are you? Teresa Gorman says, what is sublimation? Sublimation is the way that you can take a picture, print it off with special sublimation ink, and if you apply the right amount of heat and time, the picture will transfer to an object. Okay, so like for instance, this is a tumbler that I made and I put pictures on it, and what happens is with the right amount of heat and time, the ink turns from a ink to a gas, and the coating on these objects actually absorbs the gas, and it becomes a permanent part of whatever it is that you're sublimating on. So like for instance, when we sublimate the image that I have chosen for this onesie, it will be a permanent part of this onesie. It will not come off of this onesie. You can bleach it, do whatever you want to do, and that sublimation is going to stay right there, except for, you know, burning it, of course. But at any rate, so that's sublimation, and we're looking forward to doing quite a few projects with sublimation tonight, and we do that quite a bit around here. We switch and flip-flop from sublimation to embroidery. Sometimes we do a little bit of bling, and sometimes we do a little bit of vinyl, but tonight is going to be about sublimation. Next week we will revisit embroidery with a really cool project. And those of you who are Hoop Group captains, your February project, if you haven't gotten your free coupon for your February project, we did these cute little keychain purse bags, remember? So I posted a video that only the Hoop Group captains can watch us stitching these out and showing you step by step how to get these things stitched out. And it was live. Hoop Group captains can join me. So the captains get a project once a month with me, live chat, no one else. And that video is up and it is showing this. And you also, as a captain, get a free design. So whatever the project is, your design is free. So if you're not a captain, you're missing out a little bit, but you can still get this. And I'm pretty sure I have the link in the description below. If I don't, correct me and I'll put it in the chat for you guys. So next week is going to be a regular project with all of you guys for embroidery, but towards the end of the month, the captains will get their special project. So super excited about that. Sheila hi Sheila Cushionberry. How are you this evening? Welcome. She says, good evening, even all. Hope you had an awesome week. I did. Thank you very much. Carmen Alvarado says, hello, E from California. I love sublimation. I do too, girl. Sublimation is awesome. So I'm really looking forward to this. Salvation Ranch. Hey there from Tejas. I'm new. Well, welcome from Texas. Thank you for joining us, Salvation Ranch. We appreciate you being here and look forward to hearing what you got to say in our chat. Iris Robinson says, I'm new. Well, welcome. Thank you for joining us and for being new. We appreciate you taking the time out of your schedule this evening to join us. Vicky Lemire says she's new here as well. Welcome. Thank you for joining us as well. We love having you guys here. Eddie Jr. Hey, Eddie Jr. How are you? Welcome. Always a pleasure to have you in here. Brenda Marie says, sorry I'm late. Hi, Eve. It's okay. It's okay. We haven't started any of the projects yet. We was waiting on you, girl. So welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Little Miss Boutique says, hello, Miss Beautiful Eve. I haven't been able to watch you live. I know. We've missed you. But I'm glad you're back, and I hope everything's okay. So thank you for joining us tonight. Rusty's Girls Creative Design says, I'm new, but I watch all the time. Well, thank you. I appreciate knowing that. We appreciate any support and viewing of our channel. It helps us grow. And please, I'm glad you're in here chatting. Just if you have any questions or if you want to chime in, please do. We enjoy that. Patricia Husky says there is no sound. Uh-oh, Patricia, not sure. Can everybody should be able to hear me. Can y'all hear me? Because if not, I've been doing a whole lot of talking and I don't see anybody telling me that they can't hear me. So Patricia, you may have to close out your browser and start it again, my dear. I'm sorry. But at the same time, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member for sure. And so Crafty, thank you as well for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Brenda Marie says, I got a new Cricut and a heat press. Go ahead on, girl. Which Cricut did you get? Did you get the Maker? Did you get the regular Cricut? And did you get a 15 by 15 or even smaller? Cool. That's what's up. You will have a lot of fun with your Cricut and your heat press. And of course, we get to ring the bell for you. So congratulations on your new baby. Yes, holler. A lot of fun. You're going to be doing a whole lot of work, girl. Folks going to be like, can you give me these shirts? I need these shirts like in 2 days. And you're going to be real sad. And you're going to be sad that you even got the heat press and Cricut, but it's okay. You'll plow through it. And then you'll start charging rush fees and then you'll be good. So congratulations. Patrina Gosha says, hi from Birmingham, Alabama. I love your channel. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate you being here as well and taking the time out of your schedule too to be here from Alabama. Brenda Marie says, I really want to learn rhinestones. Rhinestones are fun. They're a lot of fun. They can be a lot of work too. But the rhinestones, you have a lot of planning that you have to do. And what I'm learning is a lot of people that reach out and contact me about rhinestones, they want to design their own designs, right? That I don't do, all right, because I don't have the patience to sit there and place each stone in the design, each circle, and make sure that everything lines up and fits the way it's supposed to, because there are some programs that will place the circles for you and arrange all of them in the size circles that you want and everything, but it's not accurate in most instances. So every time you do an automatic stoning of a design, then it's actually more, 65% of the time you're going to have to go back and edit, move dots and take out overlapping dots. It's drama. I'm just not feeling it. And I paid almost $600 for a program that's supposed to do it automatically, and yeah, it don't always work. So I was just like, you know what, not feeling it. So hopefully you don't want to learn that part, but anything else, girl, I got you. Just let me know, girl. Let me know. That is hilarious. Hopefully we can learn it together. All right. Marthan Williams, I hope I said that correct. Good evening to you. Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. And just a quick throw something out there that has nothing to do with anybody. If my aunties or my mom is in here, I don't have my phone, so I hope you didn't call, because I don't have my phone on me. I left it, so I gotta go get my phone. Miss T says hello from Florida. Hey, Miss T, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us from Florida. Alan Kinsella, hello. Welcome, Alan. Thank you for joining us this evening. Leela Nelson says, hey, Eve and Hoop Group, I got my red line Tuesday. Yes, y'all, that's a big bell ring with your 15 needle self. Holla! Wait a minute. Did you get the 15 needles or the 12 needles? Either way, that's a whole lot of needles. So we gonna ring anyway. Yeah! Congratulations! Hoop Group bell, Hoop Group. So if you're a Hoop Group member, ring your bells too. If you got the 12 needle, the red line mini, or the 15 needle, let me know, because that's cool. I meant to ask you when we were talking about it before. Anne Marie, hello, how are you? Welcome. I'm not new to your channel, but I'm new to your live chat. I'm always inspired by your work. Thank you for sharing. You're welcome. And thank you for always watching the videos. I definitely appreciate the support of the channel. And again, if you have any questions, just drop them in the chat. We'll try and get to them ASAP. Or you're free to reach out to me in the hoop group, which is listed right down here, thebabiesbooty.com, and in the up right hand corner you can click where it says join the hoop group, and that hoop group is free. All right, so you can go there. There's a forum. You can post pictures of your work. I pop in and out somewhat frequently and check messages and whatnot. So if you have any questions or if you want to share your projects, you can do that. They're free of charge, so please do that. Aisha Graham is in here from Trinidad and Tobago. Welcome, my dear. I was just talking about your islands the other day, girl. I was like, I got to get down there and see the blue sea. So we're gonna have to get down in your area. So welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight, my dear. Larry Washington says, hey Eve. Hey Larry. Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Debbie Peterson says hello from Washington State. Hello, how are you? Welcome from Washington. I hope everything is well with you up there, because I know there's a lot of sicknesses going on up in that area. Brenda Golden says, Brenda from Greenville, South Carolina. Well, hey neighbor, how are you? Welcome, Miss Brenda. Always a pleasure having neighbors in here. Phyllis Resor from Corydon, Indiana. Welcome. Thank you for joining us from Indiana and coming in here this time of evening. I'm not sure. I think you're what, an hour behind us though, so it's not too terribly bad. Hey, everybody set their clocks forward, right? That needed to, because I know some folks don't do it. Are you just as tired as I was earlier? Yeah, no, it's crazy. Alan Kinsella says from the Republic of Ireland. I don't think we've ever had Ireland in the house, so welcome. Thank you for joining us from Ireland. That's really cool. So thank you very much for being in here with us this evening. Hope it's not too late where you are and you're doing okay. We appreciate the support. Oh man, that's so cool. Girl, y'all, we international. Y'all, we international. Let me hush. I'm being silly. 3Gen Printing. Hey, 3Gen Printing. How are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Pearl Lucas. Hey, Pearl Lucas. Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome. Scooby-Doo says, Alan, send me some Irish stuff. What kind of Irish stuff, Scooby-Doo, is you trying to get a hold to? Hopefully it's some good stuff. Hey, Lupe. How are you from Atlanta? Hey, Lupe. I didn't know you was in Atlanta. How are you doing this evening? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Leah, let's see, I may have to go a little bit faster, y'all, so we can get to our sublimation. Oh, y'all can hear me? Cool. Hey, Dr. Threads, how are you? We might have to take that captain title off. Oh my gosh, the way these cruises are shutting down left and right, I don't know, girl. We gonna have to see. I'm just like, ooh, we gonna have to see. We gonna have to see. Haven't gotten my design. I did email you. Okay, I will send that out this evening. I knew there was one person who emailed me and I didn't send it to, but I wasn't sure who it was. So I'm glad you reminded me. I will get that out this evening if I don't here in a minute. Leah, hello, how are you? Miss Social Deb from Illinois, hello, how are you? Jimmy Miller, this is Laverne Miller. I have my cup press and your hat press. Holler, are you ready to press with us tonight? And thank you for being a YouTube hoop group member as well, by the way. We're going to ring the bell for your cup press and your hat press. Woo! Congratulations. Now tonight when we do our skinny tumbler, we're not going to use the mug press. All right, so they're fun, but because the tumbler is so tall, the whole thing won't fit in the mug press. So we're going to actually use the convection oven right there. So super excited. Oh, and I got the right temperature and time this time, y'all. Oh, I did so much stuff wrong last week, but that's what happens when you throw stuff together at the last minute, but it's all right. Hi, Debbie D. Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening, Miss Debbie D. B Mays 5 from Mississippi. Hello. Martha Ann Williams says loud and clear. I appreciate that. Kathleen Dowling from Florida. You've been unpacking your new PE 800. Can't wait to start with it, girl. Let me know what you started with. Congratulations! Yes, PE 800s is fun. So you need to go get this little purse thing right here, because when I tell you it whips up real quick and you're gonna make a whole ton of them in a short amount of time with that PE 800. Congratulations, ma'am. That's what's up. All right, Patty G. Hey, Patty G, how are you? Ethel Warren. Hey, Ethel Warren, Illinois. Here you have the new Cricut Explore Air 2. So for those of y'all who, now don't forget, if you are a YouTube Hoop Group member and you haven't sent me your address for your bell, you need to send it. Now I'm going to send these out probably next week, but go ahead and shoot me your address. All right. So I can get those out to you and you can ring with me. Come on, man. I love having these things sent out. Lupe says, I just received my 15 by 50 heat press today. So excited. Y'all gonna wear out the bell tonight. Yes! 15 by 15 in the house. That's a lot of heat pressing, sir. A lot of heat pressing. Hopefully you'll get a whole lot done with that. Andrea Michelle. Hey, Andrea. How are you? Welcome. Hope everything's going well. I saw your big order you had the other day. Sheila Cushionberry says, hubby may be getting transferred to South Virginia. Would be awesome to be up around your neck of the woods. If you want to ride down to Charlotte, you are more than welcome. Or we can meet halfway. You never know. Just let me know, because South Virginia. Well, Virginia's pretty long. The border among the two. So just let me know which one. Email me and let me know about where it is, so we can plan and get everything together. Let's see, Jackie Motley. I'm new to your channel and my sister insisted I join in to learn as a new crafter. Well, tell your sister I said thank you, girl. That's what's up. We crafters got to stick together. We got to learn stuff and get this stuff off the road so we can make some money. All right. We got to pay for our craft some kind of way. The men folks is tired of paying for our supplies and stuff. So we got to start making some money off. Just a little bit of money. Unless you're trying to be business and big business, then we're going to make a lot of money. All right. And make sure that you have everything in place to get everything done properly. Let us see. Miss Ethel Warren said, thank you. Melissa Dodd says, hey y'all. Hey Melissa Dodd, how are you? Patricia said, had to switch the computer. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you are in here and you can hear me now. Miss Carol Coleman says, good evening. I am back. Well, welcome, my love. How are you? Hopefully you're having a good evening so far. And thank you as well for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate it. And Layla Nelson says she got that 15 needle. Holler. Ain't it awesome, girl? Ooh, a lot of fun. A lot of threads. A lot of spools, a lot of colors. It was a trip. I was almost overwhelmed, but it ended up being a lot of fun. But the thing is, if you got more than 15 colors, you still gotta switch out threads. But for the most part, I try and find designs that are 15 colors or less. I try, because who ain't trying to change threads is me. Sharice Mim says, hello everyone. Hello Sharice, how are you? Welcome. Let us see, Debbie. Okay, so I gotta get yours. Thank you. Hold on. Oh man, I hate when my chat switches and skips. Sharice Mim says she's from Columbia. Well, welcome. Thank you very much. And then Offshore 1216 as well says from St. Martin. Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening from St. Martin. Y'all out there with the clear blue sea water, and I'm over here in the cold. Well, actually it was a little bit warm today, so I can't complain too much. Let us see, Yolanda Williams. Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Boracua Sewing and Gifts. Hi, love your channel. Will you be doing a video on puckering? Having this issue and would love to see how you fix this. Okay. Puckering is more of a prevention type situation. All right. Puckering, I don't think I do have a video on puckering. I don't think specifically for that. So with that, it's a matter of making sure that you're really stabilizing the item very well, because usually the puckering is a result of too many dense stitches in one spot and it's pulling at your fabric and it's making the fabric pull together, or your fabric was stretched a little bit before it started stitching, so when you take it off and it comes together, it puckers that way as well. So if it's too dense, a lot of times you can reduce the density with a software program like Sew It Pro, for instance, and reduce the density a little bit in the design, and that'll help some. You also can add extra stabilization, like maybe an iron-on type stabilizer that will make sure that that fabric doesn't stretch any whatsoever. And then, or rather I should say, make sure it's cutaway stabilizer, not tearaway. And you sometimes can use a little bit thicker of a cutaway, and that can help too. So there's a whole list of things that could help solve the problem, but we'll definitely I'll write that down now. Go ahead and work on a puckering video. All right, so we can help folks out on that, because I know that is a pain. I've had several projects that puckered and I was just hot and had to redo the whole thing. Let's see, Miss T. Okay, I want to get the bell ring. Also, I'm the new mama of a George Knight DK32AP, a 26-inch automatic heat press. Excuse me, ma'am. She's automatic and super fancy with her heat press. I ain't even mad. Congratulations, because that's a nice heat press. Congratulations! And you don't even have to open it up and struggle and all that cool stuff. That's what's up, homie. That's nice. Hopefully one day I'll graduate to automatic, but I don't know. I just want to go a little bit bigger than the 15 by 15 at this point. So we're working towards that goal as well. Aisha says, where can I share my sublimation photos? Right down here, thebabiesbooty.com, and you can put them in the forums. If you are a hoop group member, just sign up and you can definitely do that. Willa Allen says, hello everyone. Hello Willa Allen, how are you? Barracuda Boracua Sewing and Gifts. I bought my first multi-needle embroidery machine. I got a brother 6-needle machine. I'm excited. Man, oh, y'all getting cool toys. That's what's up. Y'all. Congratulations on your multi-needle. It's a lot of fun, a lot of work, a lot of pressure as well. So get ready for all the orders that's going to come your way. I am trying to tell you now. All right, y'all. So we are going to go ahead and get in. I'm going to make sure I don't see any other questions. Tanya Gurley, hello, my love. Welcome. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Jessica Crulia, I think. I'm sorry if I butchered your last name, but Jessica from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Alan Kinsella says, a newbie, got an Air 2 but haven't opened the box yet. We'll swap stuff with you and you can send me some beginners. Oh man, swap stuff all the way to Ireland? That would be hilarious. Kimberly Green, good evening. I made it. Good evening to you as well. I know, Felicia Storm, that is a nice heat press. Ooh, child, drooling a little bit. All right, cool. Planet Flame heat press with sublimation parts, working on my multi-needle. Look at that. Oh my God. I can only afford either a heat press or an easy press. Which one would be better? Ooh, have you ever done twin needle embroidery on your home zone? No, ma'am. I have not. I have not at all. I didn't, not aware that I could do twin needle embroidery. Susan, the answer to your question would be based on what you intend to do with the heat press. Okay. So if you're going to be traveling and doing heat press projects on location, so to speak, I would lean more towards the easy press. If you're limited, like very limited in space in your crafting area, lean more towards the easy press. If you have space for a heat press and you're not really going to be traveling with the heat press, I would suggest an actual heat press. Mainly because it's heavy duty. Usually it's much bigger than the surface of the Easy Press. And in most instances, it can go a higher temperature than the Easy Press. Not that we ever really use temperatures higher than 400, but it's more professional, so to speak. I don't know how to really explain that. And you can get the pressure you need with certain substrates. You need more pressure than others. So I personally would say heat press, if you have the room and the space and you're not going to be traveling with it, would be the better option. All right. And hopefully that helps. Mandy's Full House bought my first embroidery machine, Brother PE 535, and don't know where to start. You started at the right place, girl. We do embroideries around here. Congratulations on your 535. Holla. Yes. Congratulations. And thank you for letting us know that. So there are plenty of projects right here on this channel. When you get an opportunity, just scroll through them, that are 4x4 friendly. Now we have quite a few projects that are not as well, but definitely check out our 4x4 projects, especially if it shows Designs by Little B somewhere in that title. She has tons of phenomenal projects for the 4x4 machine. So definitely check that out. Yolanda, yes, I have, but and they're decent folks down there, but I am in love and got a better price on my red line. So yes, I have. Reverend Lynn Hodgen, hello from Ohio. Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening on our little channel. You're welcome, Mandy. Let me make sure. Okay. All right, you guys. So it's 10:30. Let's go ahead and get into our project. So I'm really excited about the baby projects, the baby items that we have. And again, we'll be sublimating a onesie tonight. Now, all of this is courtesy of Dyetrans.com, as you see right up here at the top of the screen. The name of the company is Conde Systems, but the web address is Dyetrans.com. And they sent us a onesie to sublimate. They sent us a burp cloth to sublimate. All right. And they do sell all of this on their website. They sent us a baby bib to sublimate. Super cute. And it's soft. Oh my gosh. And they sent us a blanket to sublimate. Now, I don't know if we're going to get to the blanket or not, but I do have it. And if we are able to get to it, I already have the designs printed out and everything. So hopefully we'll be able to get to it. Now, I also purchased a skinny tumbler from them. And we're going to do one of these tonight, because the video where I originally did this one a few months back, I deleted the live on accident when we sublimated this. So we're going to redo it so that you guys can see it step by step. Now, I did sublimate one last week, but it was a disaster. As you see, the color is kind of reddish. Not all the pictures are of good quality. So we're going to scrap that, and we are going to start all the way over, and we're going to do a whole new tumbler, this time with the right settings on our oven and with the right application of the shrink wrap. Okay, now because this tumbler is tall and skinny, we're going to use a convection oven to actually sublimate this as opposed to a heat press. So you guys will get to see how that works. Now, the oven is really cool for sublimating those odd shaped things like the skinny tumbler, coffee mug, camp mugs, stuff like that. But another really cool thing that we got from Conde Systems is a shot glass. So we're going to do this as well, because this will not fit in a mug press. So we're going to do a shot glass as well tonight. All right, a lot of stuff to sublimate, so we got to get to all of this. And in addition to that, last week I sublimated these pieces of shell jewelry that is available as well on Dyetrans.com, and we're going to do them again because the one that I did last week, my daughter took it from me, as I mentioned earlier. And then the one, she sent me new artwork because she loved how her artwork turned out on the other piece. So we're going to do her artwork again, but this time on a different shape. All right, so me and Justin was trying to figure out the best way to show this stuff. So here is the shell pieces, and one is an oval and one is a diamond shape, and we're going to sublimate her jewelry on these. And don't look at my tragic nails. All right, so let us get started. We're going to start with the baby items first. All right, then after we do the baby items, we're going to switch and do the jewelry. And the reason why we're going to do it in that order is because the heat press is already on, it's ready to go. And then when the time comes for us to do the convection oven for our shot glass and our tumbler, I'm gonna turn the heat press off, turn the oven on, and then use the heat gun to shrink wrap. So we want to make sure we don't kill any power, because you guys keep in mind, the heat press, the heat gun, and the convection oven sucks down a lot of power. So it's really important to make sure that you know what load your outlets can carry so that you don't trip your outlet breakers and stuff like that. Okay, so let us get going. We're going to start with the baby bib. Okay, and what I'm actually going to do is get the image, show you guys the image that I'm going to put on here, and we are going to use our Dytrans professional spray that I absolutely love for sublimating on soft substrate. So like this is going to sublimate well with this spray. The baby burp cloth, the onesie, all of that stuff works really good with this spray, better than tape does. All right, so we're going to utilize this. And the designs that I got to go on the baby items, I got these from Creative Fabrica. Okay, so now I've talked to you guys and shown you all where you can join Creative Fabrica and get unlimited embroidery designs. We talked about that a couple of weeks back when we did embroidery stuff. So it was like not last live, but the live before. Well, Creative Fabrica also has images that you can use for sublimation. And so I was trying to let you guys know that they have just some really adorable designs and fonts that you can get unlimited access to if you join Creative Fabrica. All right, and that link is definitely in the description below this video. So after the video's over, or if you hit live chat and your chat goes away, you'll see the description box if you click the down arrow beside it, and you can click the link to join Creative Fabrica. It's $19 a month, I think, and you get unlimited access to designs, fonts. I mean, it's crazy. Just the gallery for images was something like 1,600 pages of designs, with something like 20 designs per page or something crazy. I was like, oh my God, I'm never gonna run out of designs on this website to do. But I found this totally adorable elephant theme. All right, and so that's what I'm doing on the baby bib. Oh my gosh, did I just do what I think I did? Yes, I did. I had to get that up off the floor. So I found this cute elephant design. All right, and I put the baby's name in the cloud, and this one is going to go on the burp cloth, but for the time being we're going to do this elephant. And the font is also on their website, and I think it's Ellen font. I think the name of it is Ellen or something to that effect. All right, so this is going to go on our baby bib. So what we're going to do is spray lightly some spray adhesive right here on the surface. I already have the heat press turned on for the right temperature. The time I don't have correct, but I know it's half of what's on the machine. So we're going to lightly spray that, and then we're going to go ahead and place this on the front of the bib and get this lined up back here. Sorry y'all can't see me lining it up, but me trim this away a little bit more. Y'all, my dog is upset. I don't know what's out there, a cat or something, but he is not happy with whatever it is. All right. There we go. All right, so I lined it up, and the cool thing is it's thin enough where I can hold it up to the light and see about where it's going to be on this bib, and it looks centered well enough. And as you saw with the spray, it stuck to it. So we can go ahead and put this actually on the heat press. Now, this bib needs to cook on 380 degrees, light pressure, and it's going to be in there for 35 seconds. All right. So sublimation is iron on. Yes and no. It's actually heat press is the way to go. You can't use well, I'm not going to say you can't use a household item, iron, but your heat press, will be at the correct temperature, and the heat press can put the right amount of pressure on your image transfer to make sure that the time and the temperature is correct, and that way it will sublimate properly. So technically it's iron on because a heat press is basically a big flat iron, but a household item, a household iron is difficult to set a temperature for. Usually the iron just has settings like cotton, linen, silk, stuff like that. It doesn't have an actual temperature dial. All right. Have you done a picture embroidery? I have. It's a lot of colors, usually a lot of time. I wish I had a image of it, but I don't. I did an apron with the picture on the apron. All right. So thank you, Rerod. I appreciate that. Hey there, Eve. I'm trying to become a group member. I subscribe but can't go any further. A group member where? On thebabiesbooty.com or on YouTube? I'm not sure which one. Now we're going to go ahead and put this on the heat press because it's already on and ready to go. And then while this is going for our 35 seconds, I'm going to go ahead and prepare the burp cloth. Okay. So let me make sure this isn't in the way and reach all the way over. And I have paper towels on there as a dooflachi, the word I'm trying to say. Oh, parchment paper. I'm gonna grab some more parchment paper because it's over here on the floor, so that we'll have more. And you also want to have a lint roller handy for the bib and the burp cloth and the blanket. And the reason being is because when you press these, it's going to kind of like leave a heat press mark, so to speak. But you heat roll it right away as it comes out of the heat press, and that'll help get rid of those marks. All right. Or you could use a light mist of water and rub on it, and that also help it go away too. Trying to make sure my cord don't snatch away from y'all. All right, y'all. So we need 35 seconds on that. My dog is not happy. I don't know who or what is out there. All right, so meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and cut this out to go on the burp cloth. And again, these designs and the fonts are on Creative Fabrica. And if you use the code that is in the description box for Creative Fabrica, you get a discount off of the membership. I said it's $19 a month, but your price would actually be different if you use my code. All right. And so let's take this off. Now that was really light pressure. Probably should have had it a little bit deeper. Let's see. Oh, that's cute. That's hot. That's what that is. Hold on. I need an extension for my microphone. Ooh, y'all, that's hot. Okay. So let's peel this off. And there's our bib. And you see how there's a little line around it where the transfer was? We're just going to lint roll this and help get rid of that line. And the faster, sooner you can do that, the better. All right. While it's hot, to make sure to get those fibers to stand right up. And I should have put a parchment paper over the top of it, and I forgot. I'm bad about that. I am really bad about not putting parchment paper over the top. But look at there. So with the lint roller, we got the lines out, and there's the totally adorable baby bib with the totally adorable elephant design. He's so cute. OMG. The size parchment paper, transfer paper that I'm using for this project was 13 by 19. And the reason why I used the largest size is because I wanted to utilize as much of the paper as possible. And because I knew that the design going on the blanket was a lot bigger. And the blanket's design is definitely 13 by 19 size. So just to keep everything simple, without having to change out my trays or anything like that, I decided to just use 13 by 19 and do the bib and the burp cloth on the same page and save money by combining things onto the one page and just cutting them out and using it as I need it. So at this point, we're getting ready to do our burp cloth. Okay. And the burp cloth is right here. And it is pretty big as well. And as you see, it's going to be just the fit. All right, so I'm going to lightly spray this and then position our transfer and put it on the heat press as well, just like I did the bib. Very light coating on that. They actually prefer that you don't necessarily use the spray with these vapor items, but I'm using it anyway because I want my stuff to turn out right, because this is actually going to someone, so I want to make sure it looks super cute. Okay, make sure that's not crooked. Is that my dog? No, that's somebody out there driving. All right. All right, you guys. So we have this on here now, our transfer. And we are going to put parchment paper over the top of this time. And I'm going to take this off because it's a hassle trying to make sure I don't snatch it off as I go back here. And I'm going to take my parchment paper with me this time. Move this out the way. And again, this is 380 degrees for 35 seconds. So this is like the shortest time for sublimation. So the next thing we're going to do would technically be the blanket, but I'm gonna save the blanket for last, all right, because it's so big. It's not huge, but to lay it out and position it and all of that jazz, may take a little bit of time. See, it's not super big, so I guess I could go ahead and do it. But this will have to be pressed in stages on my press because my press is only 15 by 15. So I will have to do it in spots, all right, because of how big it is. But we will be doing the onesie. Super cute. Now with this onesie, to make sure, because I'm going to sublimate the front and the back, which you can. So we're going to have to put something up in the onesie to make sure that it doesn't transfer as we sublimate the two sides. Left that in there a little bit too long. Whoops, whoops. Come on, get off of there. All right, super hot. Cute. OMG. Oh, paper towel stuck to the back. Super cute. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. So you have a burp claw and a matching bib. Can y'all see that? Super cute. And the cool thing is, this elephant design was all one design. It was like different elements of this elephant design all in one, all right, for one price. So if you go on to Creative Fabrica, you can type in elephant and it will pull up this and many other really super cute elephant designs. And as I mentioned earlier, here's one part of what's going on the blanket. That's one part that I'm gonna have to cut apart and press separately, and then the other part is on here. This is the name that's gonna go on it, and this is the elephant that's gonna go on the blanket as well. And this is for our tumbler. So as I was telling you guys earlier about 13 by 19, this allows me to use this sheet for more than one project so that I don't waste paper or waste time. All right, so let us go ahead, and what I'm going to do is, you know what I didn't do? I didn't lint roll that to get rid of that line. Something else that I did not do that I should have done, I need to let you guys know that, because you know it's more of a do as I say do, not as I do, but you really should practice it, would be to lint roll this fleece, especially this baby bib and this burp cloth, before you sublimate it. And I'll show you why here in a moment. And see, this mark is much harder to get out when it's cold. Yeah, when it's cooled off. I should have lint rolled it right out of the thing, but at any rate, maybe I didn't do it. Am I looking at it wrong? It did a little bit. So sometimes if you do sublimation, no, I don't see any. I thought I got one. Sometimes if you do sublimation and you see little specks of blue or blue squiggly lines on your sublimated item, it's because it's lint. For whatever reason, lint, especially on white, will sublimate blue when you put the sublimation image on there. And so in between where the white areas are, you'll see specks. So that's why you should lint roll your item before you actually sublimate it. All right, so we're going to skip the blanket for now, and we're going to go to my other design, which is, oh, here it is. Now I'm really excited about this design. I'm not even going to show y'all what it is until we sublimate it, because that's how cute it's going to be. I'm very excited about it. Now with this design though, I bought the font from Creative Fabrica, but the image did not come from Creative Fabrica. It's one that I purchased from off of a different site, but you won't necessarily see why, but you'll know why here shortly. I'll explain it after we sublimate it. So here's our onesie. First thing I'm going to do is unsnap it, because number one, we don't want to heat press our snaps and have that hot metal coming off of the heat press We don't want that at all. None whatsoever. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lint roll this, because as I mentioned with the burnt cloth and the bib and the blanket, it's going to be a gift. So we're going to go ahead and lint roll this and make sure that we lint roll really well the front of the onesie. All right, I picked it up so that you can see. And so now what I'm going to do is same thing I did with the bib and the burnt cloth. We're going to do a light spray, just really quick. Nothing major. Okay, and so this onesie is going to be 50 seconds at 390 degrees. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna lay this flat. I really don't have much room right here. I need to do it behind me on the table, but let me make sure I don't see any questions. The fabric you use is polyester. Uh-oh, what did I miss? There we go. Avery says both. Dog sense ghost. Oh Lord, Glenn, I don't want them sensing that now. We need it to be a cat or something safe. That's what we need the dogs to sense. Let's see, make sure this is centered, because I'm gonna be sad if it's not. All right, so I have my design on the front, and I'm not gonna do both the front and the back at the same time. We're gonna put something up in the middle of it, so the heat won't necessarily transfer like it's supposed to at the same time. So I'm gonna press mine separately, but first I'm gonna check and make sure it's centered, which it is. Yas. Okay, and so now I left it over there. We're gonna get a piece of parchment paper, even though I could use regular copy paper, but we're gonna use this parchment paper right here that I already had. Make sure that it is the right size. So I'm just folding it a couple of times so that it will, number one, be wide enough to get behind that design, and number two, not cause us a problem with a fold or something and it not sublimating evenly. All right, so I'm just gonna stick this up in the middle of this onesie. All right, and again, we definitely don't want these snaps to be pressed, so we're going to let that hang off the edge of the press, and we're just going to press right in here where this design is going to be. And let me take this off so I ain't got to worry about killing. Whoops, sorry about that, y'all, because I know it was probably loud. Oh, whoops. Parchment paper for the bottom, now parchment paper for the top. What do we say, 390? How many seconds did I tell y'all? 390 for 50 seconds. All right, so I'm gonna make sure it counts down to 20. I'm gonna let that heat up for a minute, and let me grab my charms off the floor that I knocked down earlier. So we're gonna give that a second. So I picked these up so that we can do these next. And I already have my That's not for the necklace. That's for shot glass. I already have my charm images. Oh, it clicked off, so I guess it wasn't too cool. But meanwhile, I'm still gonna cut this out. Cut that off anyways for right now. Okay. Alright, so that's our onesie. Hopefully I didn't mess it up by pressing it and then picking that up. Sometimes that can cause ghosting if you do it like that, but we'll see. It's still gonna be cute irregardless. Alright, so I am now cutting out the design for the necklace, or the pendants rather. Same difference technically. Whose mom used to say that, or grandparents? Same difference. Okay. That's that one. So these, y'all, she's gonna love these necklaces. Already? Super cute. All right. Now, that's hot. Now we're going to sublimate the back. Ow! After that cools off. Ooh, I'm gonna have to let that cool off first, y'all, because that's crazy. That thing was hot. Okay. So for the octopus, I don't know how well y'all can see this on them. Let me show it to you. I'm gonna have to make this one bigger so that you can see it better, but there's her octopus that I did last week, and the turtle she did this week. So that turtle is new. Matter of fact, she did it yesterday actually. So adorable, just adorable. Love her artwork. So I'm really excited. And as I mentioned, I'm gonna do a pendant of the turtle, one each for us, and then I'm going to do one of the oval of the octopus that she stole from me last week. So let me move this out the way so that I can do the back of this onesie. Oh cool, we're just now at 11 o'clock. That's what's up. All right, so move my scissors. All right, onesie. So now we're going to do the back of the onesie, and again, well, let's lint roll it first. Actually, let's do the re-up on the lint roller. It's still a little sticky, but it's kind of dirty, so trash. All right, so you see, just lint rolling the back of the onesie, and then again we're going to do a light spray on it. Oh cool, we got, what's that, new members? Oh, can you even hear me? Because I didn't even put my darn thing back on, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all. Tanya said sweet. Thank you. Yolanda, nice job. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Mandy's Full House is exactly what Scooby-Doo said. Also, the fabric you use is polyester fabric, not cotton. That is correct. And I'm going to show you guys again this week the same thing I showed last week about sublimating cotton versus polyester, and the difference between doing full 100% polyester versus a percentage of polyester, because I was misinformed, or I have been misinforming folks about that a little bit. Okay, so what I was telling you all was pretty accurate, but there's a twist to it that I didn't realize until I was making patches and it wasn't quite turning out the way I wanted it to. Okay, so we have our item on the back of this onesie, same way I did on the front. And to keep you from guessing what it is, I'm not gonna show it to you because I know you're gonna guess it. All right, stupid chair. I knew that was gonna happen. Sorry, I dropped y'all. And all right, now. All right, sorry about that. I wanted to make sure that that was on there good and straight. And while we wait on that, we'll go ahead and get our pendants together. So again, here's the little oval. This one is for the octopus. Now I'm going to use tape for these because this isn't a soft substrate, it's hard. So we're going to use tape, and I'm pretty much just going to center it on as much as possible because this is very small, and center it on the pendant as best as I can, and then tape it down. All right, so again with these I'm gonna do one side at a time. So that's the octopus. Oh, our onesie is done, and my dog is still mad. Super cute. All right, so I'm going to hot. Take this out the middle. Take this out the front. Super hot, and show y'all. Let this cool off for a minute. My goodness, this stuff is so hot. Super cute. While this cools off. Y'all don't let me forget to show y'all the difference between 100% and 65%. Let's see. Avery Head, thank you very much for the super chat. GIF, I appreciate it. Thank you for the support of the channel. That's cute. Keep it up. I love it. Let's see. Eve, you should get pressing pillow. I do have pressing pillows. I just didn't pull it. I didn't feel like pulling it out. But I do have some pressing pillows. I got a set off of Amazon. Yeah, Amazon. Pressing pillow is, oh my gosh, let me show you. I gotta pull it out though. Alright, so these are pressing pillows. They're pillow, they have foam inside of them, so they squish when you press stuff on them. And this is Teflon, so the sublimation doesn't go through it. It doesn't stick to it. You can use these for quite a few things that you heat press. But this is to be used, say for instance, under the blanket or whatever fabric or something like that that you want to be cushioned, and get a nice even press. You can use a pressing pillow. So this one is, I don't know what, 8 by 8, and this one is the long narrow one that I could have used up inside the onesie, but I didn't because I didn't want to fight with the drawer and ended up fighting with it anyway. So Started with a red on Amazon. Yes, the heat press is on my Amazon page, storefront. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. All right, cool. So, are y'all ready to see the onesie and the design I did? Oh, cool. And I get to show y'all, oh man, because we lint rolled it and everything. I can now show you what the blue lint looks like because I did get one on here. But here's the onesie with a little chick. He says, guess what? Chicken butt. I've been dying to do this on a onesie. Y'all just don't know. So sad. It doesn't take much to entertain me. Isn't that cute? So can you imagine a little baby's booty in this onesie? And it's saying chicken butt. Come on, so you can see how the font turned out. That font turned out really cute. So like I said, this font is one of the fonts that is available unlimited on Creative Fabrica. One of thousands of fonts. It's crazy how many fonts they have on there. Now to show you the blue lint that I was talking about, if you don't lint roll the shirt well enough prior to pressing, so let's see if it'll see that blue little speck right there. Whoops. Right there. That blue little speck is where a piece of lint was on the shirt, and then when you put the sublimation paper in there on it, for whatever reason the gas is attracted to that lint and it turns it blue. Sometimes it turns it red, it just depends. But either way, it's a pain in the butt. So if this was for a customer, I would be frustrated because you cannot, what did I mention earlier about sublimation? And when you sublimate to your items, polyester, especially 100%, this will not come off. You can bleach it. You can use whatever you want. Doesn't matter. This is not coming off. So this little blue lint speck is not going anywhere. So another fix that you possibly could do with that is to sublimate something right there, like maybe a little, I don't know, a star or, you know, something to sublimate right there, and maybe put one on the other side to balance it out. You could do that, but for the most part it has to be that color or a little bit darker for it to really cover that up, but otherwise it's stuck. It's not going anywhere. So there's the onesie that we're going to send. Super cute. That's gonna be cute on that baby's booty. All right, and so we have our pendant. Thank you, Kathleen, Eddie Jr., and Chantel. Thank you very much. I think she uses Willcom Hatch and Sew It Pro SNS Computing for embroidery. Yes, I do use. Hi, Dorothy Gaston. How are you? Diamond Collins, welcome. Thank you very much for joining us this evening and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I definitely appreciate that. Put sublimation bubbles around him. There's all kinds of stuff that you actually can do to cover that up, but it's just annoying if you don't lint roll it well enough. It's like you just can't get rid of it. All right, so now we're going to do the diamond shaped pendant, and I'm going to again tape this down to the diamond shape. All right, so I'm going to center this as much as possible. Uh-oh. Let's see. I'm gonna hold it up to the light so I can make sure, because the cool thing is you can see through it. It's shell. It's actually a seashell, so you can see through it a little bit to make sure that this is centered. And now I'm just going to tape it down. Now this is a little bit, whoops, hang on y'all. I still forgot that I didn't have y'all on. This is a little interesting because it's so tiny. You know, you have to be kind of careful lining this up and stuff. So all right, so there's one pendant, and now I'm going to do the other to keep her from stealing mine. I'm just going to make her one. And we're going to, this one is a little bit easier to line up, I think, because of the way I did it. Okay. Alrighty, so I'm going to tape this down. Okay, so just 3 pendants tonight. So here's one. I knew that was going to happen, so I'm going to stick it right here. 1, 2, 3. All right. And like I said, ignore the ugly nails because I was washing a lot of stuff and got them chipped. Right, so let's go ahead and set these. Now the pendants, they are 3 minutes at 375 degrees. So I'm gonna have to turn the heat press down, and while I turn it down, I'm going to get my minutes corrected on the machine as well. So hang on a second. Let's get that done. 3 minutes at 60 seconds each. 3 times 6 is what? No, 180. Yay! All right, and what did I say? Temperature wise was 375. So let's turn that down. All right, so we got our 180. We got our shells, and now these shells are not sensitive. That's the wrong word. They are fragile, so you definitely don't want heavy pressure on these. But you do need the heat press to come in contact with the back side of our transfer image paper. So we're going to put these paper side up and press them, and I'm actually going to use paper towel again, as the manufacturers suggest. So I'm gonna put that right there and put that paper side up with the shell on the bottom. All right. And because those are thinner than the onesie and the bib and stuff, I'm tightening up the press a little bit. And we're gonna let that go for 180 seconds. All right. So while those cook, we're going to go ahead and put the image transfer on our shot glass and on our tumbler. Okay. So with the tumbler, these tumblers come with a clear plastic lid and a metal straw, which is really awesome. All right. And I am going to cut out our image. And not only was I redoing this tumbler because of me deleting the live, but I was also redoing the tumbler because I had a picture that was not on the original tumbler that I wanted on the original tumbler. So we're redoing it. And we are also looking at backing up the hour for our live on Sundays. All right, so I'm lining this up. And we are looking at doing that because to make sure that I can be up and ready for working the next morning. So I have this wrapped around good and snug. Okay, so we're going to tape this down good and tight. And we have 60 seconds left on our pendants. So heat tape as well, not spray, because this is a hard substrate. So we're just getting this prepared for right now. We're not ready to press it yet because we have to wrap it with shrink wrap, and we need the heat gun for that. So we'll wait until we're completely done with heat pressing before we get into that. So I'm gonna set this off to the side because that image is done. And then my daughter that did these two designs, there we go, she drew both of these. They're much bigger than this, but I had to shrink them to go on our items. She will be 21 this year, so this is a present for her. The shot glass is, so that's why I'm doing her artwork on the shot glasses. So 8 seconds. Let's go ahead and get our shells out of this press. All right. Ooh, hot. So here are our pendants, and I'm going to let these puppies cool off right here near the fan. I'm gonna clip this on for the time being. Where did I get that dot from? And so we're going to just tape these designs, her artwork, to the surface of the shot glass. Now, as I mentioned before, it's difficult to, you can't actually put this in the mug press because it's too small. So we have to bake these in the oven. All right. So there's one image taped down. And so now we're going to put the other image on the opposite side. Should have put her name on it, but I did not. Okay. And I'm going to tape this down. Eve, if we purchase these designs, then there is no need for purchasing the special ink for the printer, right? You have to do the ink. You have to do the ink because the ink is actually the whole thing with sublimation. All right. If you don't have the ink, you will not be able to sublimate because sublimation ink is a special ink that will, at that temperature, turn into a gas. So it can't be just regular printer ink. Your substrates that you press on, like for instance, you can't just go to Walmart, pick up a tumbler of any kind other than glitter and sublimate on it. Now there are some glitter coated tumblers, which of course I don't see mine that's normally right there that I could show you, but that's one particular tumbler that you could get from Walmart. But dyetrends.com has a list of thousands of items that you can sublimate on, and it's already done. You don't have to do any hard work whatsoever. You just take it and sublimate on it, just like you saw with the onesie. We just grabbed it, we lint rolled it, of course, but then we put our transfer on it and just sublimated it without any hassle whatsoever. The same with our burp cloth, even though it's polyester. So yes, you can get polyester fabric and sublimate on it, like fleece is polyester. All right, so here's a bib, but the bib is already made. You don't have to do anything, you know, just it's got the Velcro and everything ready for the baby to put it on. So dyetrends.com, the stuff is already ready already. You just buy it when it gets there, sublimate and go. It's awesome. So these have cooled off quite a bit, so I'm going to go ahead and take this tape off. Now this is the new design, so I'm excited to see how it sublimates. That's cute. Oh my God, she is going to die. That is adorable. I hope it doesn't plop off like it tried to do earlier. Isn't that cute? That's the turtle. Him's adorbs. All right, so we got to do the back side of him. Now this turtle is just a duplicate of that one so that she won't be taking my necklace, but this is the other side. Uh-oh, look like I might have got it off center just a little bit, but this one is mine, so I don't care. Okay. There's the other one. Oops, turning it the wrong way. That's the right way. Why is this not focusing? Hold on, let me do this. This will help. Put that right there. Oh, you know what? And it had sticky on it. Well, there we go. Did that help or did it make it worse? No. Made it worse. My bad. All right. The shiny of the shell is tearing it up. Okay. Ooh. And here is my octopus pendant. The light probably is going to reflect off of that one too and make it hard to see. What I'll have to do, if I remember, y'all know I forget everything, is to go back and post a picture of it so that you can see it better up close. So here's the front side. So now we're going to sublimate the back side, and this one is the octopus. So where is the octopus picture? I lost. Did I drop it? I can't find that right now, so I'm gonna have to find it. So we'll do the turtles for now until the octopus shows up. He probably got blowed away because the fan is on. There we go. There we go. All right, so pull that down a little bit. So I'm just lining up the back side. That's the front. So I'm lining up the image from the back on the opposite side of the pendant. So it's going to be double-sided. And I need to push it up a tad. Oh no. Is this one mine? This one is mine, so it's not that big of a deal because hers turned out perfect. So all that matters. All right, so this is the first one, and I'm going to put this on the paper towel, transfer side up, so that the heat press will come down on the transfer. And then here's hers, and we're going to put her turtle on the back side of hers, the plain turtle. And let's get that centered. All right, hopefully. Okay, that's hers. And now I need to find the other side of my octopus that I don't know what happened to it. But the cool thing is, being that the octopus is mine, even though it was so pretty when I was showing it to y'all last week. Okay, so let me move this. It's not under there. Okay, so it's probably on the floor. Let me see. Hope it ain't on my shoe. Stuck to my shoe. Nope. And nope. Okay, well, I lost it. I'm gonna have to print it out again. So meanwhile, we're gonna finish these two, unfortunately, and I'll look for those later. So again, same thing, 375 degrees for 180 seconds. Very light pressure, but pressure indeed. And I don't see the octopus, y'all. Get real nice funny what kind of mat you have the charms on. That's a coaster. You talking about showing it up to the camera? It's a coaster that I messed up. See the white stripe across the top? The image shifted when I was pressing it. And so I'm just using the back side of the rubber coaster. And I sprayed a little bit of the spray adhesive on it so that the pendants would stick when I put it up to the camera. And hopefully it would focus. Yay! And then the black background allows it to show better. Justin and he saw me struggling last week, so he was like helping me figure a way to get the stuff to stick, and he had a really good idea. And that's what we used tonight to get that to work for you guys. And I'm still looking for this. Can you tell I'm still looking for the octopus? I don't know what I did with it. Oh, is this it? Nope, wrong one. I didn't know. All right. So I'll print that later. Okay, so we need to get ready for our shot glass and our skinny tumbler. This is going to be fun. So here is the shrink wrap. It's called Sublishrink. Had to get my mouth right. And what we're going to do is slide this into the sleeve. But as you see, it's pretty big, right? So doesn't matter. We're still going to shrink wrap this to this mug. Even with the extra, it doesn't matter. We can just shrink wrap directly to it, or you can cut it and tape it down to shrink wrap it that way as well. You can do that, and I might do that. Let me see. Let's see how tall this is. Nah, I don't think that's gonna work. So we're gonna leave it like this. But I need my trusty rusty heat gun, which is already plugged up, and then we will shrink wrap that. And I have to get another piece of shrink wrap for the shot glass, but this one I am going to cut because this is way too big. All right, so we're gonna cut up right here. And we are going to tape this in place. All right. And then we're going to roll it up in this shrink wrap film until it covers. And then we're going to cut it and tape it in place. All right. So let's go ahead and get our necklace off, our two pendants, because I can't find the third thing from the octopus, because that's what happens when you go on live. Things don't always work out. So here I have these. I'm gonna set those down in front of the fan to cool, and I'm going to actually turn off the heat press because I'll come back and do the octopus pendant later. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on the oven so that it'll be ready for our mugs. And I already have the temperature set for our oven. All right. And while our oven heats up, I'm going to finish shrink wrapping these. Oh, you know what? I probably should have did this first and then cut that oven on. Hold on, I may have to do that. I want to be 100% sure that that oven doesn't trip the breaker. It shouldn't. It hasn't before, but that's a chance I don't want to take. All right, so all I did was trim off the excess, and I'm going to smooth this around and tape it down. All right, just like so. All right, so it's taped on there like a little cone, and we can cut this extra off. You don't absolutely have to, because you can shrink it down, but I'm gonna cut it, trim it some. And here's our heat gun. I'm gonna cut that off for right now. That's a game I'm not willing to play. All right, so here's a heat gun, and we are going to shrink wrap. Remember, this is the Sublimate shrink sleeve. Here's our skinny tumbler. That's the bottom. That's the top. And it's open through and through, and we just gonna slide that right over it. Hello, Gail McNair from Tucson, Arizona. Good night, Kathleen. Eve, your daughter is an artist when she wants to be. When she wants to be. That thing is a mess, because I'll be like, don't you want to draw a pretty? She don't want to, except for when she's ready to. So we're going to shrink wrap, and I'm going to put it on low. There we go. And you want to get it good and flat on there. Alrighty, there's our tumbler. That is hot. And now here's our shot glass. There's something satisfying about doing this. It's crazy. But you got to be careful, because this heat gun is very hot. And here's our shot glass. So our shot glass and our tumbler has the shrink wrap. And what the shrink wrap does is it holds the transfer image to the side of the tumbler to keep it from moving. And that's what we want. We don't want these to move at all. We want them to stay nice and snug up against these tumblers, and taping it down just doesn't hold it tight enough. So we definitely need a good firm contact between the two while they're in that oven. So we're going to set this to the side for right now while the oven heats up, or continues to heat up. And I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I was talking about earlier with sublimation. Where'd you get the heat gun? That heat gun came from Harbor Freight, actually, if I'm not mistaken. It came from Harbor Freight. So with sublimation, as you see, all it takes is an image printed on sublimation paper with sublimation ink, right? The sublimation paper just helps speed the process, helps the process work better, cleaner, clearer, crisper from paper to the item that you're transferring your image to. All right, so you don't absolutely have to use sublimation paper, but if you don't, then there's a huge difference in how the quality of your images are going to turn out. All right, so this specific keychain was done without sublimation paper. It was done with regular copy paper, and this one was done with sublimation paper. And as you see, it's darker, it's crisper, it's cleaner, and it doesn't have, you know, that fuzzy looking, staticky looking appearance, and the color is darker and cleaner. And here's the opposite side where you can see the difference in how it looks when it is sublimated without sublimation paper and with sublimation paper over here on this one. All right, so that's one thing. You definitely want to invest in sublimation paper. You don't absolutely have to, but it looks better if you do. Also, there are sublimation printers out there. Okay, so there's the Sawgrass, there's the Ricoh printers that take sublimation ink. Those printers are absolutely made for specifically sublimation. So you're looking at $3,000, $4,000, $2,000 for a sublimation printer. Yes, you can purchase those from dyetrans.com. All right, Conde Systems does sell sublimation printers. All right, so you can pick up one from there. However, you also can get an Epson printer, which is what I have right there. It's the 7710. They also have the 7720. There are even some older models of the Epson printers that you can convert into sublimation printers. Now, getting into that is a whole lot of extraness. So just go on YouTube, look up converting Epson printers, and you can look at, let's see, Caps on Fire has an excellent video showing how to convert an Epson printer. I mean, and he does it every single step by every single step to show you how to do that. So definitely check him out if you're interested in going with the Epson, which I paid 150 to 200 for that printer, and then the ink and the cartridges. So at most to convert it was about $400 roughly. So you do have a lesser option in being able to sublimate right out the gate. All right. If you go check out my Amazon storefront, which the link is in the description below, it will have links to a lot of the things that I use for sublimation on my Amazon storefront page. All right. So when it comes to sublimating, you have to use sublimation on a poly-coated type substance. Is like that shot glass has a coating on it that's poly. The fabric for the onesie and the blanket is polyester 100%. So all of these items have some sort of poly because the sublimation ink attracts to the poly and the poly absorbs it when it hits a certain temperature after a certain time. Okay, now there are items out there like shirts, fabric, things like that that are not 100% polyester, because there's a lot of people who prefer cotton over polyester, and that's fine. You can do a blend. All right, and I suggest no less than 50% polyester, 50% cotton. So if you do 60% cotton, 40% polyester, yes, it will sublimate. Now, I'm not saying with any special coatings or anything like that, because there's a lot of folks out there that will sell you products that you can spray or adhere or whatever to a cotton shirt and sublimate on it. We're talking about just straight out the box, not with anything extra, just sublimation ink, sublimation paper, and shirts or fabric. You see what I'm saying? So no coatings or nothing like that. We're talking about the content of the fabric itself. So if you want to do polyester, and you don't want it to be 100% polyester, you could do 65%, you could do 50%, but no less than that. Now, what I was doing was making patches and sublimating patches, and I bought two types of patch fabric. The fabric is white. One patch fabric was 65% polyester, 35% cotton. The other fabric is 100% polyester, no cotton whatsoever. I had the 65% fabric first, and that's what I was sublimating first, because I was able to go pick that up somewhere local, whereas the 100% polyester fabric for patches I had to order and wait on it to get here. So meanwhile, I went ahead and sublimated the 65% polyester patch fabric, and this is 35% cotton. All right, and this is a specific color. Well, when the patch fabric came in that's 100% polyester, I sublimated the exact same color on the 100% polyester fabric. Look at the difference. All right, look at the difference between these two. This is a 100%, this one is 65%. And the fabric, that 65%, it actually absorbed 65% of the ink, whereas this one absorbed 100% of the ink. And look at the difference. This is the exact same color. All right, this I didn't change the color at all, and it had me super frustrated because I was trying to match colors. So this is the patch fabric. Number 2 is what I was going for from the original patches, but when I went to sublimate the 100%, these are the exact same colors, and I could not figure out why my color wasn't the same. It was, and it hit me. I'm like, wait a minute, this is 100%, this is not. Okay, so you definitely want to be sure that if you're going to do a project with sublimation, say for instance a customer comes and they're like, okay, we'll do 100% polyester this time. You're like, okay, cool, we'll sublimate the 100% polyester. But then later they come back and they don't like the feel of the 100% polyester and they find a blend, and you're like, we can do a blend. Well, guess what? You're going to have to adjust your colors for the absorption of your sublimation ink, because these colors are exactly the same, but they don't look the same. So you need to make sure you compensate for that whenever you are doing your sublimation with fabrics that are 100% polyester versus a blend. So again, when you're sublimating, whatever the percentage is of the poly content, that is what is going to be absorbed with the ink. Okay, so 65% polyester, 65% of the ink is going to be absorbed. Now here is our pendants. We sublimated the back side, so let's go ahead. They're cool now and we'll take them apart. And here is, which these are pretty much exactly the same, so there's still a piece of tape stuck to those. There we go. So with this one, we already had the front. So now here's the back side of that pendant. Turned out really, 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 really cute. And there's her artwork. I can't wait to show it to you on that shot glass because it's bigger and you'll be able to see it better. The artwork is absolutely gorgeous. I should have put it on a glass. And here's the second pendant. Again, it's the same design, one for her and one for me, so she don't take my stuff again. All right, and so now that oven should be hot enough. We're gonna go ahead and put our tumbler and our shot glass in the oven, and it's going on midnight, so we're gonna, this is the last project that we're gonna do, but it's going to take 6 minutes. All right, so 6 minutes for these in the oven. I'm going to go ahead and set a timer, and that way we can make sure. Whoops, there we go. All right, let's put it in the oven, and you pretty much just set it in the oven. There's nothing really special about it. I stand mine up in the oven. You can lay it down. All right. And we've got our timer going. So I want to go ahead and thank each and every one of you. Come on, focus. For joining us this evening. We're going to go ahead. I'm not going to end the show until we pull those out the oven and show you what they look like. But I definitely want to thank each and every one of you for joining us for this show. So hey, Teresa Spencer, how are you? And Crimson, hello, Crimson, how are you? Welcome. Margaret Bowler from Australia, welcome. Thank you very much for joining us this evening from Australia, and Contessa Harris. Hey Contessa, how are you, my dear? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. So I definitely want to thank y'all for joining us this evening. So out of the baby bib, remember we did a baby bib, and this is available. Each one of these items are available right here, Conde Systems, and the website for Conde is dyetrends.com. They sent these awesome things for us to sublimate and show you guys just how simple it is to just order a bib and sublimate it and go about your business. All right. And the designs that are on these bibs are in the description below. They are unlimited designs, $19 a month. A matter of fact, if you sign up and use the code for the baby's booty, it's not going to be $19 a month. Your price, I believe, is 30% off, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to look and see. But it's either 20 or 30% off, and that's for life as long as you have an active subscription. So you would just sign up with our code. So this little elephant design and the font is available at creativefabrica.com, and that's in the description below. So here's the elephant on the baby bib. Here's the elephant on the burp cloth. And I hate I didn't get to do it on the blanket tonight. We'll have to do that another time and take a picture and show it to you in the hoop group. So if you're a part of the hoop group, the free hoop group forum right here, down here at thebabiesbooty.com, you'll get to see the pictures there. So here's the burp cloth, and we also did a super cute onesie, also available from dyetrends.com, and it says guess what. All right, and on the back it says chicken butt. How about it? Sass for a little baby. And this will be cute on a little what? Baby's booty. Yes it would. Yes it would. So this onesie is available at dyetrends.com as well. So these are sublimatable items. Also available at dyetrends.com are these little shell pendants that we sublimated her design on, her artwork, that turned out absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. Hope I said that right. All right, that's her turtle that she put on there, and then my one-sided, for the time being, pendant with the octopus on there. And again, you can see us sublimating very similar items from last week, not the baby items, but these shell pendants. They're a lot of fun to sublimate. They turn out beautiful because the shell has an iridescent to it that web my camera is just not picking up very well. So it's absolutely beautiful, and they are fun to do. All right, and so now we got our tumblers cooking. We have a skinny tumbler that's going to turn out much better than it did last week, and we also have a shot glass that's going to turn out awesome tonight as well. So thank you all, and definitely if you go to below, there is a blue join button beside the subscribe button. If you would like to, you can become a member of our channel. Our membership start at $5 a month, and the next one is $10 a month, and captains are $25 a month. The captains are privy to, they have special one-on-one live video once a month where we do a project together, and you also would get a free design to go with that project for that month that you join up. So, and for that month there, for months thereafter. So please definitely check that out. We appreciate the support to the channel and appreciate just you even coming to view our videos. We definitely appreciate that as well. So definitely want to tell you that we're excited and looking forward to our celebration. All right, so we were supposed to celebrate at 20K, had some things go on that kind of derailed that a little bit, but we promised to revisit that. Well, in making plans to revisit that, I look up and we're almost at 25,000 subscribers. So we're going to have to change it from a 20K celebration to a 25K celebration, and that is phenomenal. I am super excited about that. Also, if you are a YouTube Hoop Group member, by clicking that join button, you get a free bell. Okay, so make sure that if you are a YouTube Hoop Group member, you email me and let me know so that I can send out your bell. All right, so those will be, I've already sent out the first wave. We have another wave coming that's going to go out. All right. So thank you all for that. I don't have that button. How else can I join? Contessa, where did you get the design on the onesie? The font for the onesie, I put the design together. Let me say that first. I put the design together. I purchased the chicken off of a completely different website. I'll have to email you that one. And then the font, though, I used the font from off of creativefabrica.com and typed it up and added it to the image, and that's where that came from. So I can send it to you. I'll send it to you, Miss Debbie, if you want it. PJ Coppage says, my hubby is here waiting for that cup to come out. It's his thing. I know that's right, girl. I love these cups. These skinny tumblers are totally awesome. I love this tumbler, okay? Even though it's missing a very important picture, but I love this tumbler. So that's why I was like, okay, we really need to redo it. So I'm super excited to see it turn out. But back to your question, Miss Contessa, I'm not sure why it doesn't show up, because what they're telling me is if it doesn't, then one of two things. Either you would have to log in on your YouTube account. You have to be logged in and have payment forms set up on there or something to that effect. And then secondly, it might just be that it's hidden. So if you're on a phone, you can click live chat. Live chat will go away, and then that'll show everything down at the bottom where it's supposed to be. So if you can see your subscribe button and you don't see a blue join button beside it, then that's something I'm not 100% sure why it wouldn't show up, other than not being logged in is what they're telling me. So that was the only explanation they've given me so far. So I will yep, please do. Okay, I will definitely check into that. And Miss Debbie Kidd, let me write down your bill, because I need to send, because Miss Bickham needs it too, now that I think about it. So you guys, I definitely appreciate you guys joining me again. My timer went off and the stupid thing didn't ding or anything. Y'all, my stuff is overcooking. Hold on, I'm burning dinner. Hold on. We need our gloves. Definitely. Is that door open? Okay, because it's going to smell. It's already smelling immediately. And here is shot glass. All right, we're going to set that down. And here is our tumbler. And we're going to set this down too, because both of these are smoking hot. All right. Protective gloves, very important. Dollar Tree. And these are polyester as well, so you can sublimate your name on the back. If you got anybody that's going to take your stuff, you can protect your stuff by putting your name on it. How cool is that? All right, so I really should let this cool off first. Like, me blowing it is really going to make a difference, y'all. It's not. I'm going overtime. Hold on, let me see. Where are you all? Thank you, Miss Debbie D. She says, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Yes, please. I'm going to turn the fan even more over this way, because when I tell you these joints is hot. Very, very hot. This might have cooled off a little bit faster. Ooh, I can still feel the heat coming up out of there. But we're going to tear this off anyways, because it's smaller, so it cools off a little bit faster. Okay, that's the shrink wrap. That turned out really pretty. Oh my gosh. Look at that. That's the octopus. Man, that turned out beautiful. Not that I'm super surprised, but it's just gorgeous. Oh my gosh, that is even prettier. Look, oh my gosh. Okay, let me get it to focus. There's the turtle. Come on, focus. You was there. You was there, and then you went away. Come on, babe. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And there's the octopus again. She is going to love that. She turns 21, she gets a shot glass. Boy, I tell you, my mama didn't give me one when I was 21. Didn't want me drinking. Alright. So let me put my gloves back on because I'm sure this one is still good and toasty. Look at there. The shrink wrap is crumbling. Oops. Alright, we're gonna take this glove off. That's not gonna work. Right. Yeah, it was in there a little too long. There we go. There we go. Starting to let go now. Oh, it's not hot anymore. Okay. This shrink paper is not trying to let go, y'all, but I'm glad because that means it held on for dear life and it held my paper down like it was supposed to. So probably should have went ahead and peeled this a little bit sooner, and then it wouldn't have crumbled up on me as bad. There we go. Yas, pinky, yas. There we go. Finally. Ooh. And there is a much better representation of a skinny tumbler that's sublimated like it was. I love your facial expressions when you look at the finished items. It's better to peel hot. Yeah, I'm seeing that. And then I turned the fan on it while I was showing the shot glass. So all right, so there's possibly folks in here who are on this tumbler. Everybody that I have met now is on this tumbler. Met in person. There's an important person right up here, up top, right there, on this tumbler. So yeah, so you see a skinny tumbler is not hard to do. A shot glass that is still very warm is not hard to do when you have shrink wrap and you have a convection oven. The convection oven, I want to say, was 65, 69, something like that, from Walmart. Shrink wrap and your tumblers, inexpensive, from dietrends.com. Check those guys out. I appreciate y'all joining in with me on this project and all the other projects that we worked on tonight. It was a lot of fun as always, and I look forward to you all joining me again for our next sublimation and or embroidery project. So thank y'all for being here with me this evening. I enjoy y'all every time you come. And next week will be embroidery. So if you're interested in embroidery projects, please join us back here again next week. So until the next time we see y'all, PJ Coppins, he says, awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that, sir. Tell your honey he's going to have to make one for y'all. Anniversary stuff on it or whatever. So until the next time we see y'all, we hope you have happy crafting, I guess is what I'm gonna have to say from now on. But definitely appreciate y'all taking the time to join us this evening. So thank you again, and we look forward to seeing you all next week, same time. All right, have a good night. Bye.